Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has released her first commercial. You ready? Here it is.
The freedom not just to get by.
So, first of all, is she running for president or for Target's Pride Month chairman? Great messaging. Open on a bunch of Democrats waving rainbow flags with a long, thick line of migrants forcibly entering America's bottom. That's how she opened.
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one...
You've been president for 4 years. You've been in charge of things for at least 4 years. Why didn't you do that? They ran on a public option. They were against Medicare for all. Joe Biden famously said, "I will veto Medicare for all." But I'm for a public option. What a public option is that you are now allowed to not buy from a private insurance company. You can buy insurance from the government through Medicare, which a lot of people would do if they were allowed to. They've never mentioned it since they got elected. They've never mentioned it. But now she wants to have a platitude. We're for health care for everybody. No, you're not. No, you're not. Okay, it's going to be tough for me to get through, but here we go.
Is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
I'ma keep on running because the winner don't quit on themselves.
I'm going to tell you something. If we didn't already know all the horrible things about Kamala Harris and what she's done, the stuff that we know now, that would be a pretty powerful and impactful commercial. But you see, the problem is, if you actually have a memory, which I do, because I'm from California, or I live in California now, and I know all the horrible shit she did when she was the Attorney General here. And I know how she got to be in that position. And so if you actually have a memory, it reminds you not to be hypnotized by bullshit like this. Because that's what that is. That is a platitude-rich, policy-free, substance-free bullshit. And it starts off, it's all virtue signal. It's all this is. There she is. There she is. It's all rainbow flags and bullshit.
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead.
Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to that? You guys have been president for 4 years. Why didn't you do anything about that? Because more people are treading water than ever before.
Freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body.
Okay, you are not for the freedom to make decisions about your own body. You're for women getting abortions. You're not for my body, my choice, because your administration pushed mandates for experimental medical treatments, forcing people to forcing people to be guinea pigs. There was no bodily autonomy involved. You're not for the freedom of your body. You're for the government choosing when you have to take a shot in your arm. You're for the government demanding that you take an experimental medical treatment. Or you can't travel, or you can't you can't go out to eat, or you can't work.
I kind of like Democrats, Jimmy. I just have to push back here. I like Democrats because they're pro-gun control, but also pro-war.
They're also pro-war. Isn't that nice? Yeah, they're pro-war and pro-gun control.
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty.
Is there one frame of this commercial that isn't a person who is not white? It's like almost all female people of color. It's like she's just. Why not? I mean, gay guys love you. Why wouldn't you throw some white gay guys in there? Because they're all about Kamala. Am I wrong about this? Oh, there's
The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
She's going to get crushed so hard in this election.
Don't quit on themselves.
Kamala's first ad of the 2024 election: pride flags, hardly any white men, Trump mugshot featured, abortion, abortion, abortion. I'm starting to feel good about our odds. There's wait a minute, is this guy a Republican or a Democrat? Bizarrely, voters from both parties are thinking that after seeing this. Great song, but Kamala has zero aura. This commercial is like something Republicans would come up with to mock what they think a liberal is. That's not true. She has the strong aura of suck. That's what I think. By the way, I think she has aura. If aura means like a laugh only a crazy person does at inappropriate times, is that what aura means? This is. And here we see presidential hopeful Kamala Harris addressing a group of fans and explaining that although she has not had the surgery yet, she will be receiving a penis by the end of the month. Then her Democratic identity will be complete. Wow.
You know, Jimmy, I recall when Hillary Clinton was running for office, and I think this is something that they've decided that women that run for office always have to say, we're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to win. And it's just like, that doesn't mean anything. That's just like empty.
It's 100% empty. Hey, love Trump's hate. Remember that? So your body, your right to choose, unless Pfizer advisor instructs me to do otherwise. Your right to protest, unless it's against Israel. Your right to spend your money as you choose, unless we take it to wage war on children in Palestine. Wow. Here's what Robbie Starbuck says. The gall of Kamala to run on freedom is just incredible. This lady supports vaccine mandates, mandatory gun buybacks, censorship of your voice online, and much more. The only freedom I've seen her fight for is the freedom to kill babies and to let illegals invade our country. Wow. Wow. Damn right she has gall. Gall means when someone has a beautiful laugh, right? Come on. So it's so easy. Again, she got 1% of the black vote when she ran the first time. She had Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren had 8 times the support in the black community than Kamala Harris had. 8 times the support in the black community than Kamala Harris has or had. Boy. We're for good things and we're against bad things. That's what that commercial is. We're for good things. We're against bad things. We're for everyone having a lot of money and health care and education and growing up good. What are we going to do to make that happen? Nothing. We're not going to do anything. Because we've already had the presidency for 4 years. We didn't do anything. We didn't give you a minimum wage like we ran on. We didn't give you the the public option that they ran on. All Kamala Harris and Joe Biden would have to do to win this election against Donald Trump is to do something that they actually ran on. If they actually gave us the public option, she'd probably win the presidency. But she's not going to do that. Because that would reveal the lie of private health insurance. So if people were to buy into Medicare, that would reveal the lie of private health insurance. And that's why they won't allow it. So I think a great bridge to Medicare for all is the public option. So then all of a sudden people are like, hey, you have the public option and I have Blue Cross. I'm getting screwed and you're not. Maybe it's not so bad to have universal health care that is paid for, not run by, but is paid for by our taxes instead of paying twice as much. You don't think it's a tax to pay your health insurance premium? That's not a tax. And then when you do get sick, you got to spend thousands of dollars out of your pocket anyway? I remember when Trump went on David Letterman and he talked about how he'd broken his arm when he was in Scotland and how he went to, I got it fixed. It was like $8. You remember that story? I have to find that. I wonder if they scrubbed that from the internet. Anyway, great commercial. She's going to get so crushed. Remember, even Black Lives Matter is against her nomination. Just so you know. They're outraged over it, in fact. Black Lives Matter. Hey, I'll see you on tour in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids. In Chicago, it's stand-up and a live panel show. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com.